So I'm at Kipling Station right now. Let's actually play that sound for you so you know what I'm talking about.
Now, when you're sitting in bed on your day off, and this happens outside your window, it's very distracting, right? Like, you might be sitting there trying to enjoy a book, you might be sitting there on your phone, you might be watching TV, and then this starts happening, and it's as if there's nothing else you can focus on.
Okay, so just imagine this going on for 3, 4, 5 minutes. Why does this happen? Well, when buses idle here at Kipling Station, I guess it can happen anywhere, but it's happening here at Kipling Station, and the bus driver, let's say, goes to the washroom, leaves the bus is filled with people, and somebody requests a stop. Well, that triggers the honking of the horn, and it's only turned off when the bus driver comes back and turns it off manually themselves. So that is an issue here at Kipling Station. I've asked a couple of people here if they've heard it. They have said definitely they have multiple times, and it is not the most. Are we hearing the noise? Oh, I was somebody else honking. I thought it was the bus. Anyway, so it's definitely not a pleasant sound to hear, of course, but TTC does have a statement out about this. So they say, we apologize to neighbors for this inconvenience. This is a feature of the buses that's intended for safety. We are aware that sometimes they go off, and we've been reminding operators about disarming the feature whenever possible to do so. We will continue to remind them to disable the alarms out of respect to the community. Now, I'm going to bring in a guest. Her name is Ingrid Bidet. She started the group No More Noise. She lives near the Gardner Expressway, and she's also been experiencing different kinds of noises like cars backing up. So can you tell me about, hi Ingrid, thank you so much first of all for joining us. Can you tell me about what you've been experiencing and why you started the group No More Noise?
Well, thank you so much for having me, Arda. It's a pleasure to be here and to share the story. You know, I've been living in the same place for 12 years, and it was 4 years ago that I started to hear these backfiring of cars and the racing of engines and these awful noises coming from vehicles, and it was keeping me up at night and waking me up. And when you get woken up by unnecessary noise, whether that's a bus honk or a car or construction that's happening at night, you just get really angry. And I was like, am I the only one feeling this way? So I tweeted out at that point in time, and I learned that no, I'm not the only one. So that's why I created the group, to bring people like me together and to understand actually how bad the problem is in Toronto.
What has the response been like?
Massive. It's amazing. People come and they join our group and they're like, oh, there's actually people that understand what I'm going through. None of us have a defense from sound. It is biologically wired in us. It is the first sense that we develop, and it's the last one we lose. And so people feel traumatized. They get distracted. Their health is impacted. They have fatigue. They're annoyed. There's issues with partners. And people are just very thankful, because the other thing that we're doing is we're advocating for solutions. There are solutions to all of this, whether it's process redesign, better policy, better technology. There are solutions to all of this. This should not have to rely on a bus driver and the TTC reminding bus drivers to do that. We all forget things. So that needs to be designed a heck of a lot better.
What about where you live and the cars backfiring, for example? What's a solution for that?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. There's technology called noise cameras, and that basically is a video camera, a microphone, a decibel, a sound level meter, and in certain places like New York City, those cameras are actually recording the vehicles as they go by, and then if they're too loud, they are issuing tickets in New York City, and the tickets are holding up in court. There's a number of different manufacturers for that. There's also better enforcement, and that's the thing is No More Noise Toronto is working with the police to try and find solutions, because they can't ticket their way out of the problem. The problem is everywhere. Vehicle noise is the #1 noise source in my group, and traffic noise is the most ubiquitous everywhere around the world. So there are solutions, and technology keeps on getting better. So we're really looking forward to seeing the city of Toronto pick up on some of these.
We definitely live in a noisy city. Thank you so much for this, Ingrid. We appreciate your time. Ingrid Bidet is the founder of the group No More Noise. We're going to send it back to you guys in studio.
God, that is such an annoying sound. And they've got to, obviously figure that out with that TTC feature. Arda, thanks so much for this. We'll